Welcome back to the Inner Circle weekly video. As you can see, I moved it to Tuesdays from Mondays just because Mondays are such a busy day with everything going on. Last week was about successful people potentially struggling to do more. This week, because of some messages that I've received, this is about some of you that may not feel that you have been as successful as you want. And you have to understand that your current success or lack thereof doesn't define your. And I want to speak to those of you who might feel like you're working hard, not quite seeing the results that you've envisioned. You're doing the right things, but success just seems to be out of reach, or maybe you haven't hit those key milestones that you thought you would by now. But here's the thing, not hitting a high level of success doesn't define your future. Where you are today does not reflect where you can be tomorrow. Too often we equate current results with our potential. The truth is, the people that you admire or look up to, they've been exactly where you are today, some significantly worse. The key difference is that once they committed to move forward, they didn't let today's lack of success stop them from building tomorrow's breakthroughs. You've heard me talk about some of my own struggles before reaching the place that I am today, and I'm nowhere near where I'm going. And there are days when I feel significantly less successful than others. Some of that is because I still have a lot of leftover things that I haven't taken care of yet. And whether it was struggling earlier in my career or dealing with major personal setbacks like the accident that I had last year, the common theme was one thing: I didn't stop moving forward. And that's what I want you to understand, is that there are going to be a lot of days where things might be a little murky, right? The path might not be as clear as you'd like it to be, but keep pushing. And over time, those little steps will add up. So I'm going to give you 3 action steps that you can take, and I want you to pay close attention to. Okay. The first one is you have to shift your identity first. This is the mindset that I talk about so frequently. Success starts by redefining how you see yourself. It's about eliminating those lies that you tell yourself, those self-limiting beliefs. I don't have enough money. I'm not smart enough. That happens for other people, not me. All of that is just a bunch of bullshit. Truly, you can become whoever you want to become. You get the results by the actions and the behaviors that you take. You may not feel successful yet, but the key is acting like you're successful in your version of today's self. Okay. Number 2, you got to set big goals. Okay. I've said this before, but if you tell the person you care about the most your goal and they don't laugh at you, your goal's not big enough. Sorry to shake my finger. Your goal's not big enough. It's just not. When I told my wife that about a year or so ago, less than a year, when I said, I want to write a book and I want to talk on a TEDx stage, she laughed. She absolutely laughed. And I knew that those were big enough goals. So you have to set a goal. And I prefer a big one because most people don't dream big enough. They limit themselves based on their current reality instead of thinking about who you want to be in the future and set a goal from that place. Remember, always ask yourself this one question when it comes to goal setting or goal planning. What would have to be true in order for you to achieve it? And start working from that particular mindset. And number 3, you have to be relentless in your action. This isn't about waiting for the right moment till you feel good. You're never going to feel good about a big goal. You're just not. You're going to be very uncomfortable. And if you wait for that confidence, or I need to wait till I know how to do it, if you wait for those things, you're not going to take any steps and make any progress. It's about consistently putting in the work, even when you don't see results. The compound effect of small, consistent actions lead to success over a period of time, and you need to start today. Just pick something. Success doesn't come overnight. It comes from shifting how you see yourself, setting bigger goals, taking action consistently. Your lack of success today doesn't define your future. Your lack of success today, all that says is you've taken no action the days prior. but that is shaping who you are as a person every single day that you have in action. Understand that that is in action. I've got a very good buddy of mine, love him to death. We grew up together. We've known each other probably, I think, since we were 12, 13 years old. And he's taken up golf and he's becoming a pretty daggone good golfer and he practices all the time. But he hasn't taken the very specific and deliberate steps of finding a who to help him be a better golfer because he wants to play on the Champions Tour one day. And that's PGA's version for us old guys that are 50 and older. And so I said, why don't you just go find somebody that can teach you how to play golf better? And he's got the talent, and naturally he's really athletic and certainly has the potential to do that. But I think in his mind at first was like, why is that even possible? And then he saw a video or a message article on a 71 or 72-year-old man that did exactly what he wants to do. And just that one possibility of seeing someone else accomplish it was like, I think I can do this. And you know what? He's going to do it, but he's got to take actions. And so one of the things he's going to do this week is pick up the phone, start interviewing golf coaches to help him. And he's grown significantly in the last few years in his golf. But while most people would laugh, and that's how you know it's a good enough goal, laugh at his goal, I'm honored that he shared it with me. And you know what? He's going to accomplish it, which is really freaking awesome. So success doesn't come overnight. It doesn't define who you are today. The actions and the steps that you take are going to be who you're going to become tomorrow. It's simply part of the journey. It should be uncomfortable. It should not be easy because otherwise everybody would be doing it. If this is ever any of these videos, you want to talk about it or really dive in a little deeper, here's my Calendly. Set up a call and just make sure that you mention that you're in the inner circle and you'd love to have a conversation with me about some of these things. I'll share a little bit about my journey. And another part of my journey is just beginning. So I am doing the work alongside with you guys. So I hope you have a great week. I look forward to hearing about you guys and your progress, and we'll talk soon. Have a great week.